Michigan quite good at being able to generate those fouls with their size inside. Here's a touch for Mara, who has just a bit of an advantage on Enright in the size department. And Adai Mara gets Michigan started. Morez Johnson battling foul trouble at Oregon, committed 3 in the first half. Cadeau, Elliot Cadeau.
You got to understand, Cadeau has shot the ball at a high level. These last 2 times, that they've been very willing to go under on Cadeau, but you're so disconnected there. It's not like he's a non-shooter.
Cadeau with some speed. Cadeau weaving his way. A touchdown for the Wolverines.
Well, you love that he didn't settle, even though he's knocked down a 3.
Can Indiana get on the board? Wilkerson was short. Cadeau's there. Here is Cadeau with speed. Elliot Cadeau is spectacular.
Well, Indiana's got to stop the basketball. At some point, starting to add up, and certainly they are getting the Wolverines. There's that Elliot Cadeau transition take. Nobody stops the ball, and that's it.
0 for 8 is IU. A drive and a left-handed finish for Bailey. Indiana's made 10 or more threes on 11 occasions this year. 0 for 7 to start tonight, and only down 9-4. Elliot Cadeau, his 30th 3 of the season. They've been hot.
Well, against Oregon, 39% from 3.
For the Wolverines. Mara. Adai Mara playing volleyball.
That was Nerf hoop.
Nothing has gone the Hoosiers' way thus far. McKinney, bring it up.
When you miss a layup, it oftentimes leads to run out. Michigan going to collapse. They're one of the better block shot teams in college basketball. You've got to make a play for one of your teammates.
6th in the country, and L.J. Cason's right there.
Indiana going to have their hands full with Michigan on the glass.
Their 9th in overall rebounds are these Wolverines. They get a 3rd opportunity, and it switches home.
But Michigan setting some great screens for him to come off of.
Oh, by the way, that was Sam Alexis' 2nd foul. As that 3 drains home for Ristic.
Okay, but we're to 13 in the shot clock here. And there's been minimal passing, minimal movement, and it's just on Wilkerson to make a play, which he does. But Indiana has got to get this thing popping around.
Way too often in the first 11 minutes. The shot clock is deep, and we've had 1 pass or so as Cheddar comes right back. How about the sacrifice that he's made on this team? Looking to connect with Bailey. He kicks. Wilkerson extra pass. DeVries passes on the shot. Shot clock at 7. That was better ball movement for a 3 for Dorn.
Get the ball moving.
10 on the shot clock. DeVries. He hasn't scored. He's only taken 1 shot. They move it around the horn for an Enright triple. Cash.
That maybe he'd really improved as a perimeter jump shooter. It's been a little bit of regression. It'll be interesting to kind of track. What a tip-in.
Mara with the left hand.
The controlled tip where he barely jumps and his fingertips are at the rim.
Bailey taking contact and hitting it home.
Indiana has settled in here a little bit offensively.
DeVries, he's only taken 1 shot. Cadeau glued on him. DeVries playing some iso ball. On the back down, DeVries kicking. Enright again. His 2nd 3. You said it. That was all Roddy Gale, who does the little things. Landabor drains it.
Well, Michigan has blown up Indiana's dribble handoffs. There's nowhere to go here.
Wilkerson to Dorn. Wilkerson, Lamar Wilkerson.
Jump starts his offense now with 6 points.
Here's Cason. Cheddar again. Will Cheddar automatic.
Well, it's got to be a switch.
9.7. Here's Cadeau. Cadeau has hit a couple threes. He's got 2 of them with 4. Cadeau crossover. Cadeau drive with the left hand. Elliott closes the half, and Michigan leads by 11. At Oregon really changed the game. Michigan was down by 1 at the half on Saturday to a depleted Oregon team. Mara starts the 2nd half strong. Here's Lendeborg, 1 of 4 on the night. Burnett, then Mari Burnett, the 8th Michigan 3. League performer out of the Southern Conference, starting at Chattanooga, then Florida, now IU. Mara is a passer's dangerous. Lendeborg, that's more like it for Yax.
And that's why it's a real conundrum.
Now called by Indiana, the Wolverines. Mara, he's got some quarterbacking skills too. 23. to your point, Robbie, Indiana third fewest among high majors in offensive rebounds per game. As that is Sam Alexis. He's been a bright spot.
Yeah, honestly, that's a tough shot. Get him out on the perimeter. Not that Morez Johnson can't guard out there, but he surprised him there with the bounce.
Burnett, he's got that soft touch release for three.
He is an elite role player. Offensive rebounder. Amari Burnett just to help you win games.
Now a turnover. That's what Danny Sprinkles said as DeVries takes it back last week after Michigan beat Washington. Corner three is switches home for Dorn.
And now is on a team that can win the whole thing. You just know it means so much to him.
Dusty May kept him and Amari Burnett as that three rings home for Nick Dorn, his third three of the game.
They only have 13 rebounds, which is a crazy number late in the game.
And a slam for Sam Alexis, who's in there with 4 fouls.
Play here, you'll see that as he's getting back, he's matched up with Sam Alexis. Watch him run back here and go. He thinks that he's going, Connor Enright's guard. You got Lamar Wilkerson. He doesn't understand that you've got
An 8th Indiana turnover. Taysom. Johnson. No. A little rushed. Enright to DeVries. Tucker DeVries finally his first bucket.
It probably won't matter tonight, but it can matter going forward. Just to see that thing go in. What a block from Reed Bailey.
It sure was.
I think just the way that John Beilein was able to give Michigan an identity offensively, and I give John Beilein a lot of credit because when I was playing, he was heavy 1-3-1 zone and 12. So like the sacrifice to not go somewhere and be the leading scorer, you're going to win a lot of games, and you will get those accolades, but a lot of guys just want to score.
Where has that been from Tucker DeVries?
This was interesting. Remember that pull-up that we saw earlier where he didn't hold his follow-through? That one is textbook. That's holding that follow-through, snapping it off.
Oh, boy. DeVries didn't see it. Here's Burnett. Burnett to Lindeborg. Whoa! Yaxel with a hammer!
Over Michigan, they're getting out and going. Amari Burnett throw it up. Yaxel go. It'll be an interesting film room for Michigan because a lot of positive things happen. But to only be up by 14 with as well as they played.
So that is the positive for Indiana. The negative, they just didn't come ready for the assignment tonight. Michigan fired off to, wow, another one.
Going to reach their ceiling. They need DeVries and Wilkerson really every night.
Even with 28 seconds left, he is a relentless competitor and has to be sweet for an Indiana alum and a former manager of Coach Knight. Tip to buzzer, final seconds here. Restitch. That will do it. The Michigan Wolverines are 17-1.